Hey YouTube, I feel fucking great. I'm on my 3 days off. I have a 3 day vacation. Well, I have every other Thursday and Friday off, and then I tuck off for this Saturday. The Mayfest is coming, and it's something that my mother and I we do. My cousin, and this video is not gonna be about Mayfest, but I ramble before I get to the motherfucking topic. But my cousin, God bless the dead, she had a tradition where every Mayfest we would go to the Mayfest and we would get up and everything, we would go to the Mayfest. And from 11 to 18, I went to the Mayfest. My cousin ended up dying when I was 18. My favorite cousin. She and I is not the same age. Her and my mother are closer in age. So my cousin was more of an aunt than a cousin. She was more like an auntie, and people thought that she was my auntie. And so anyway, my cousin ended up dying in 1997. Yeah, because I was 18 in 1997, and she ended up dying December of that year. But anyway, we would go to the Mayfest all the fucking time. We would go to the Mayfest every year, and she would get up 6 in the morning, get a good spot. And back then, she would take me to the Mayfest with her because I was her favorite cousin and she was my favorite cousin at the time. And and my young ass, that's how I got to meet a lot of celebrities that I met. I got to meet Keith Sweat. I got to touch him and his sweat dripped on my arm. I like to die. I got to meet Danny Boy, and I'm gonna talk about that. I got to meet him twice. Um, I got to meet Usher when he was very young. He was just starting. And I got to meet Usher, Cut Close. It was a lady named Mona Lisa. I forgot that song she sung, but I had her CD. She was like a one hit wonder or whatever. And I got to meet her. She was very, very tiny. I got to meet Petra, the reggae singer, the lady that whines and grinds her body and everything. I got to meet her. Who else? I got to meet a lot of stars. Damn, there's another singer. I can't think of his name. Oh, I gotta look him up. I can't think of his name right about now, but he used to sing with Jolie Watley back in the day. I got to meet him as well. Because Jolie Watley was in a singing group back in the day. But I got to meet a lot of singers going to the Mayfest. And when my cousin died in 97, December of 97, I stopped going to the Mayfest, even though the Mayfest is in May. And she died December of 1997. But anyway, this video is not gonna be about Danny Boy or anything like that. But I got to meet Danny Boy twice. And not to like down anybody or put anybody down. A lot of celebrities that come to the Mayfest, they either up and starting like they trying to be famous, or either they washed out. Oh, I got to meet what's her name? Lizzie, Lizzo, not Lizzo, Liz. It's a singer named Liz, and she's up under Keith Sweat, like she one of his artists or whatever. But anyway, I got to meet her. But anyway, speaking of Mayfest, when my cousin died back in 1997, when she died, I had no desire to go to the Mayfest, and I just stopped going to the Mayfest or whatever because when she died, I had no desire to go. And 2 years ago in 2023, I called my mom up one day and I was like, let's just do fun stuff. And I was like, Augusta have a lot of fun activities and they have a lot of free stuff that come here and everything. I said, let's start going to every free event that Augusta have. Why stay cooped up in the house? Let's just start doing things. And 2023 was the first Mayfest that I had went to in a very long time. 2023 Mayfest is very important to me because that was the first one I had went to in a very long time. And in 2020, they had stopped Mayfest altogether because of the pandemic. So when the pandemic came in 2020, they stopped all outdoors activities. So 2023 was the very first Mayfest that started when they brought Mayfest back from like the pandemic and all that. So, reason why I bring up Danny Boy is when I went to the 2023 Mayfest, um, I didn't know who was gonna be there. I just wanted to go to the Mayfest because it was free, and I got to meet Danny Boy. I got to meet him twice. I done said that in other videos or whatever, and I just find that amazing. That's why he is now one of my favorite singers. I was like, damn, I wasn't even trying to meet him back then. Back in '97 when he came to the Mayfest. I don't know if he came with an artist or anything, but we knew who he was because Tupac had died in '96, and that song "I'm Not Mad at You." I Ain't Mad at You was still popping in '97, so it was still popping. People still miss Tupac or whatever. And when Danny Boy had came out, he didn't come out backstage with the rest of the artists. He came in front with a bodyguard, a cop or whatever, and that's how I got to meet him. And I had reached out and I said before he didn't give me his autograph. And maybe he didn't give me his autograph because I did find a piece of paper off the ground. And when you're a kid, you wanna, get a celebrity autograph. That was the thing to do then. Now the thing to do is take a picture with a celebrity. I don't think they give autographs anymore. But I did get a piece of paper off the ground and I was like, "Can I get your autograph?" And he was like, "No." Uh-uh. I remember what he had on. I remember the little curl he had in his head, everything. So that was my first time meeting him. And back then, I'm not gonna lie, my little feelings was hurt and I was crushed because he didn't give me my autograph. Always, I wouldn't say I was always taught, but I always was believed that celebrities was taught to give you their autograph no matter what. They supposed to be nice to like fans or whatever. But he wasn't like hella mean or whatever. He just like, At the time my feelings were hurt, but then I thought about it like that paper did come off the ground. He did see me pick it up. I just wanted an autograph. And then he probably didn't have a pen or anything, but I know I didn't have a pen. And then the second time I got to meet him, he was at the Mayfest, the 2023 Mayfest. I got to meet I got to see Angela Wimbush up close and personal and everything, whatever. She was like, bum. And I mean bum in a good way. Like she looked good. Back then she was 67 and she's 69 now, looking good, singing, dropping it like it was hot, you know. So anyway, I got to see Danny Boy and he got to sing. And I know this man don't know me from the Man on the Moon. He didn't remember me or anything, but he sung to me. I got it on YouTube. I talked about it or whatever. He sung to me. He held my hand and he sung. And I was like, oh my God. And I ran back to my mama. I was like, Mom, that's the second time meeting Danny Boy. The first time he was cruel to me. This time he sung to me. She was like, well, maybe he remembered you. I'm like, no, mom, you don't remember me. I'm like, I won't say I'm nobody because we all somebody. The words of the famous Jesse Jackson, you are somebody and we are somebody, but I'm not like famous. I'm not popular. My brother, he popular because, he on radio and here promoter and all that. He's popular. He always been popular, but I'm just a regular Jane, regular Jane Doe or whatever. So like that was like amazing. Like how many times you meet like a celebrity, like it's a once in a lifetime. If you meet a celebrity once, but twice without even fucking trying. So that's why Mayfest was like it's a tradition that my mother and I um we take very seriously. And my cousin, she took it very seriously. And my mama told me the other day that my cousin came in her dreams and she was mentioning the Mayfest. And I was like, Mama, she started this. She started me going to Mayfest. So that was like very touching. Oh, I'm about to cry. Not cry. But anyway, Mayfest, even though it's a free event, it's like very special. It's very nice. You see, a lot of black people having picnics, cookouts, and they on their best behavior. Even though the jailhouse is not down there anymore, you just see people having a nice time. You get free music, and it's nice. This year, what's his name? Too Short is coming, so that's gonna be nice to see or whatever. But yes, that's why Mayfest is important to me. And this is my week that I have Thursday and Friday off, and I'm supposed to work this weekend, but I took Saturday off. So I am off Thursday, which is today, Friday, and Saturday. So I have 3 days to myself, and I'm going to go back to work Sunday. So, yes, I'm happy, I'm lit, I'm excited, um, it's fun. And me and my mom, we just started going to Freaknik maybe 2 years ago. My brother, he always hosts the Freaknik. This year, the Freaknik, uh, you had to pay to get in. Well, my mother and I, we didn't have to pay because my brother, he hosted. And I put the little video with the little drink, with me drinking and slut me out or whatever. So now the Freaknik is going to be important to my mother and I as well. And I swear to God, when I got on here, I wasn't going to talk about the Freaknik or the Mayfest. I'm still going to talk about what I'm going to talk about, but I get to fucking rambling and talking and everything. But yes, those things are important to us. And now that my brother, he hosts the Freaknik, that's important to us. And he in radio and stuff like that. So that's important to me. And maybe it's important to my mother, but that was like so great, so wonderful to experience that. And like I said, I wasn't trying to meet him. And that song, I forgot the name of it. Yeah, I forgot the name of that song. Oh my god! But that song was popular 2 years ago. That song Danny Boy was singing was popular, and at that time I was trying to figure out who was singing it, and then I got to meet the person that sung it. But anyway, off that. What this video supposed to be about? Oh my god, I am 12 minutes talking about fucking Mayfest and why it's important to me. And now I'm about to get to the topic in hand, what I really came online to talk about. I am just a rambler. I talk a lot. Well, not really. Okay, when it comes to the law, I don't know a lot about the law. But this Terry, what's his name? Tory Lanez. Terry Terry Lanez. What's his name? Tory Lanez. Okay, that's his name. Tory Lanez. Okay. I don't know what went on with him and Megan Thee Stallion, but it's a lot of gaps in this story. And one minute she got shot, one minute she didn't get shot. He didn't do it. He did do it. Everybody that was involved, they had different stories and different versions of what fucking happened. And don't nobody know what damn happened. And I forgot who I was watching. I hate to come on here and like tell half ass shit. But I forgot who I was watching online. And they was going off on Megan. It was going off on Megan Thee Stallion, and they was like, show the bullet wound. She would not show the bullet wound. And I have to admit, when they first showed it, it didn't look like a bullet wound. And just using an educated guess, I would think if a person got shot in the foot, they would be home for a while. Back when Megan got shot in the foot, she was back on stage like in 2 or 3 days, and it didn't seem believable even back then. But this is my theory of what I think happened. And you can get mad at me. You can call me a pick Misha. I know I'm not a pick Misha. I don't want Tory. I don't know Tory. I don't know these people. I'm just coming up with a motherfucking educated guess. Well, what I feel happened, I think, they was all drunk. Tory, Megan, her best friend, because they was coming from a party. They was all drunk. And you all know when you're drinking and when you're dating someone and you're emotional, that's not a very good mix. And it was rumors that Tory was messing with Megan, her best friend, and he was trying to get with one of the Kardashians. From what I'm coming up with and what they putting out there, I'm just putting an educated guess all together. So, like I said, I wasn't there. Don't try to come in the comments and like try to tear me down. Oh, that didn't happen. Or this didn't happen. You'll pick me, sure. Or, silly shit people say if you try to be on a man's side. But I feel like Tory should be free because I feel like they got in an argument that night. And yes, if you're dating somebody and you find out your man is cheating on you, you're gonna get emotional. That's a natural reaction. And I'm not here to down her for getting her feelings. And I feel like Megan probably went after Tory for being a dog. Now I also hear rumors that it wasn't Megan man, that it was Megan best friend, I don't know her name, that them two was messing with each other. Tory and the best friend was messing with each other, and somehow the best friend found out. It's all over the place, and they got into it. But anyway, but let's say Megan was the main woman, and I don't know if she was or wasn't. But let's say you the main woman, and you find out your man is cheating on you. You find out he fucking your best friend. You find out he tried to get with the chick, or he was with the chick of the party you just left. Right now, you feel like a piece of shit. You feel dumb as hell. And then I don't know why when we get cheated on, women in general, when we get cheated on, we feel dumb because we feel like everybody motherfucking knew what's us. And I'm thinking, this is my theory, my theory. I'm thinking she found out some things because when you get drunk, you also get messy. And men, they tend to get sloppy when they cheating. Ladies, I tell you all the time, never go searching through a man's phone, never go looking to see if he's cheating. Because if a man cheating, it's gonna be some clues, it's gonna be some signs, because they're not smart. I done said that plenty of times before. Men are not smart and they can't hide the fact if they fucking up on you. So maybe he slipped. And when I say slip, he let out some things to let it be known that he was fucking the friend and that he was trying to fuck one of the Kardashians. And then you're drunk. You're emotional. You're in love with this man. Even though she probably tried to say she wasn't in love with this man. And you drunk. I think they got in a fight. And I don't care how big or small a man is. A man is stronger than a woman. And people would say, oh, well, Megan real tall, she bigger than Tory, da, da, da. She could have beat him up. No, she couldn't. I think they got in a fight in the I think they was in a limousine. I think they got into it and they was fighting. And they got the tussling. I think it was probably him, Megan, and the best friend. They probably got into it. Hell, it could have been 2-on-1. We don't know. I don't know. It could have been 2-on-1. And let's say, I'm just using a educated guess. Let's say, okay, like I said, technically a man is stronger than a woman. But let's say two women, they both fucking you and they feel emotion and they drunk and they attack this man. Okay, you getting attacked by two women. Yes, physically a man is stronger than a woman, but let's say two women is tearing that ass up. They getting the best of you. They whooping your ass. And then you already short. So people gonna make short jokes if you don't do anything. People gonna like, oh, he got his ass whooped by two women. Men are cruel to other men if they get beat up by a woman or if they get beat up by a girl or whatever. So he might have felt like he had to do something. I feel this is just an educated guess. I feel he reached for a gun because most men have guns. I feel he shot up in the air. Now, I don't know if he did or didn't. I feel like he might have shot up in the air. Anybody with common sense if a motherfucker shooting, you gonna stop what you motherfucking doing because you don't want to get shot. I'm from the motherfucking hood. I know if I hear a gun, I'm ducking or I'm stopping what the fuck I'm doing because I don't want to get a fucking bullet in my body. So I feel he shot up in the air. And maybe, if someone's shooting in a car or shooting or whatever, or they outside or fighting or whatever, and someone shoot, motherfucker's gonna stop. That's just a natural reaction. I feel she stepped on some glass. And the moment he shot and she stepped on some glass, she saw blood, she panicked, and she said, he shot me. From what the pictures that I did see online, it didn't look like a bullet wound. And then around about that time when that happened, she was back on stage. And even I was like, damn, how she back on stage? She got shot in the foot. Like, she back on stage. Now, some people say her foot got glazed by the bullet, and some people say she stepped on glass. I think she stepped on some glass. Now, it's a possibility. I don't want to sound wishy-washy. It's a possibility he might have shot down. Because when a person have a gun and they really don't want to hurt the person that's attacking them, people do shoot guns up in the air for a warning. They'll shoot it up either in the air or they'll shoot it in the ground. He could have shot it in the ground and it could have ricocheted off something and it glazed your foot. He probably didn't do it intentionally. Like I said, they was all drunk. They was emotional and heartbroken. I know Megan don't want to admit that she was heartbroken, but I done said plenty of times before, I hate when women fuck for fun. Anytime a woman think that she can fuck a man, women can't fuck like men. And what I mean by that, I hate for a woman to like, oh, he was just my fuck buddy. Oh, it's nothing serious between he and I. He might feel that way, but that woman don't feel that way. It's gonna be some emotions there. Women have emotions when they open their legs and they fucking. It's gonna be some emotions there. Men, it take men a while to have emotions, be in love and stuff like that. So I think that's what happened. He either shot that gun up or either he shot it down and it ricocheted and then it glazed her foot. And then she said, he shot me, he shot me, he shot me. And so maybe that's why she think that she was shot. This is my theory. This is just my opinion. What happened to him? I think a few days ago, this man getting stabbed 17 times. None of us was there. We don't know what happened. It's so many motherfucking stories. Even me trying to explain to you all what I feel happened. It was a little bit all over the motherfucking place. But no one is being 100% honest. But I feel sorry for him. That man could have lost his life. I don't understand Hollywood, the Illuminati. I don't know if it's real or fake. Not trying to find out if it's real or fake because I don't want to worship Satan. Only a God lover. But they say the Illuminati is after him. People from the industry was sent to do that. That they trying to kill this man. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's false. But that man didn't deserve that because what Megan went through, she just got glazed. I don't even think he was aiming the gun at her. It's so many stories out there, and you don't know what the fuck to believe. Even she switched up her story. Even she was on the what's the name of that show? Damn, what is it? Male King. Damn, what's Oprah best friend name? She was, she had an interview with her, and even she switched up her story with having an interview with Gail King. Yeah, Gail King, that's her name. Even she switched up her story. But we don't know what happened. But Megan appeared to be fine. She was on stage a few days after she got glazed or stepped on some glass. Everybody in their life done stepped on glass either once or twice in their life. And yeah, you hop around, you bleed, you get that glass out, and you fine in a few days. You back to walking, and she was back to twerking on stage. She didn't look like she got shot in the foot to me, but they is trying to bring this man down. He getting all this damn time for a glaze. I know motherfuckers that done shot motherfuckers in the ass and did 2-3 years in prison, and that's it. And they back home. This man about to do 10 years. Then they tried to damn stab this man, tried to kill him over something that may or may not motherfucking happen. We wasn't there. That's crazy to me. Now I don't know how the Illuminati work. I don't know if he owes somebody some money or they say you owe somebody. So all this shit sound kind of redundant to me. I don't really understand it. But this is ridiculous, and I really hope that they free this motherfucking man. No one deserved to die over some shit they didn't do. And then I was online, I was watching something, and it was like a lawyer. He was saying that the people that was representing them didn't supposed to be the people there that was representing them. I'm not even gonna get deep into that, but like it's just so much shit online. You don't know what to believe, uh, what to go for. But this is just my thought of what I feel happened, and it's just an educated guess. And it's people that's online mad because people taking up for Tory. It's only the pick me's that's picking on Tory. I mean, it's only the pick me's that's want Tory to be free. Like, and the person that was saying it, hell, looked like a motherfucking pick me. Well, anyway, okay, not to get off fucking topic. But anyway, that's what this video is gonna be about. It's gonna be about Tory Lanez. I feel like Tory Lanez should be motherfucking free. And I feel like, I don't feel like he was aiming to hurt her. I feel like maybe he was a little man whore and he was fucking 3 women or whatever. And I don't think he was aiming to really, really like to kill uh Megan Thee Stallion or really hurt her, because that's what people do. They either will shoot up in the air or shoot down, and I believe maybe he had got attacked, because I do remember when it first had happened, it was rumors that Megan was this big old tall woman and she was beating Tory ass. You know how they try to like make black women seem so masculine. Oh my god. But I think, maybe he did get attacked by 2 women, and like I said, it was emotions and they was in their feelings. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video because I've been talking for 28 minutes, and the first 12, 13 minutes of me rambling about the damn Mayfest, why I like the Mayfest, why it's important to me, and now I like the Freaknik and everything. Oh, and the Freaknik that mother and I went to this year, we didn't have to pay. They charged. My brother made people pay at the gate. And you know why? Because my brother made people pay at the gate. Because when you pay for an event, you're not gonna act up. A lot of people don't want to waste their money. And then it was gated. Because it was gated. They did it at the fairground. It was gated and it was heavily secured with cops. So wasn't nobody coming up in there by the act of motherfucking food. And then they ID'd you. They had to ID you. You had to be 18 or older. I loved it. So my brother didn't have to worry about no motherfucking children being at the Freaknik. So it was an outdoor event and it was very, very nice. It was classy. Some people might think, oh, how can you say the Freaknik was classy? It was classy because everybody there was 18 and older. Yes, it was a lot of naked women there, but it was classy in my eyes because I'm gonna always be a woman of a certain standard. Like, I'm gonna always carry myself a certain way, um, no matter what other people do around me. I'm not. Even if I was super small, I'm not gonna be naked. I'm not gonna be showing my butt cheeks. I'm not gonna be showing my ass. Um, I'm not gonna do anything weird or redundant. But it wasn't, even that. If you look up the videos or whatever, it was just a lot of girls in short clothes, and they were just mainly twerking. It was very nice. I seen a couple. I think it was a couple. I seen a lady saw her boyfriend on a bike, and they was from Louisiana because he had the Louisiana shirt on, and there was a lot of vendors from out of town. I had bought some contact lenses from a vendor from out of town, and my drinks came from people that were from out of town. So and I think I mentioned that in the video or whatever, but it was a guy, he was on a bike and he had a Louisiana shirt on, and she saw her boyfriend, at least I think that was her boyfriend, and she got up on him and she started grinding him like she was riding him on the bike, but they had on their clothes though. They were fully dressed. He was fully dressed, she was fully dressed, or whatever. She had on shorts, and they wasn't like shorts up her ass, and she had on a t-shirt or whatever. He had on a Louisiana shirt. That I keep saying Louisiana because there was a lot of out of towners there, and I just feel like he was out of town. And then he could have been a Augusta person, and he had on shorts, and she was grinding him, and I was like, oh my god, it was so funny, it was so cute. And then I saw a married couple. Nah, it was a married couple, and they just happened to be from Augusta, and they was like in front of mother and and I like because they was a married couple, and she allowed her husband to get I guess a freaky dance. It was some girl. I don't know if they knew these people or whatever, but it was the Freaknik. So why go to a Freaknik and be mad and be like, oh, you can't look at that picture and you can't do this? It was the Freaknik. You saw some things. Some people had nice bodies, some people didn't. But I say, and I stick to my guns, it was classy because did nobody fight, was nobody acting crazy and redundant. It was real nice. Everybody was on their grown and sexy behavior. It was real nice, and I can't wait the next year's. And what else happened at the Freaknik? The music was nothing but a bunch of local people, but as they grow and as my brother keep doing it, I feel like we're gonna get some more famous people. Like, well, famous people going to be eventually at the Freaknik eventually. So yeah, and that's every April, and it's on the third Saturday. And Mayfest is every May on the third Saturday. But this year they couldn't do it on the third Saturday because it was Easter, so they did it on the last Saturday. It was super nice. But yeah, I can't wait to next year. It is just super nice. And then it's something that mother and I get to do. And my mother, she will be 64 this year. And I'm not saying my mama gonna die this year or next year, but it's just something her and I can have and we can do together, and we can do it until the day, she perish and she's no longer here. It'd be good memories and stuff like that. And plus it's free, it's fun. And Freaknik, as long as my brother hosting it here, it's gonna be free. It wasn't free in the beginning, but now they making motherfuckers pay, and I can understand why. But it's always gonna be free to her. But yeah, I started with talking about the Freaknik and Mayfest, and now I'm ending it. But yeah, this video is about Tory Lanez and my opinion of what I feel happened, and I feel like they should free this motherfucking man. This man shouldn't be getting beat up and getting tortured like that. And then he famous. Now, I myself can't think of nothing he sung or did, but I always thought rich people and famous people, like, they had them tucked away and like, because they had prisons that looked like college dorms, and I always thought they'd be in like the fine prisons, fine, like, jails where shit like that don't happen. Like, that's like weird to me that somebody would attack that man the way that they did. Like, wow, that's crazy. And then they need to check the security guards because that mean they was security and they wasn't watching like how they let this happen. But anyway, free Tory Lanez, and that's what I'm gonna name this video. Free motherfucking Tory Lanez. Um, okay, I've been talking for a while, and I'm supposed to end this video a long time ago, but I got to talking and rambling, and then this wine is not helping because wine helped me to relax and ramble. And she good. Okay, I noticed my videos do be getting some views and some likes or whatever. And you all, YouTube is not motherfucking YouTube, baby. And I wouldn't say it if it's not true because I am a true motherfucking teller. YouTube is not motherfucking YouTubing, and I want YouTube to motherfucking YouTube. And so until YouTube motherfucking YouTube, I want you all to donate to my motherfucking cash app. I keep itching. Oh, my allergies. And my cash app is SFlawlessJ1. That's my cash app. SFlawlessJ1. I'm gonna put it in the title. And if you made it this far in the video, if you made it this motherfucking far, guess what? That means you fuck with me. If you fuck with me, I fuck with you. And on that note, bye.